Hi, this is Kevin from Naples, Florida, and today we're going to be discussing raising up the rear end of the truck an inch or even up to 4 inches. And the process for that, it's basically a suspension lift. And we're going to show you how to do that on this 2024 Ford Super Duty. Okay, so I'm sure you're aware that when the Ford trucks come out of the factory, that front end's a little bit lower and then the back end. So we raised up this truck 2 inches on the front to make it all even. And so when you're not hauling the load, the truck looks good. It's all even. But when you do haul a load, it sags down the back. So we're going to rectify that by just putting 1 inch back of a lift on that rear end. And that way when we're hauling a load or hauling a trailer, it doesn't sag like it does now. Okay, now this is the F-150 that we've done previously, the same thing. We put that front end 2.5 inch lift on that, which brought that truck right up nice. But when you haul a load, the back was sagged down. So we just went back here and added another 1.5 inches on this truck. And now the front still sits tall. The back is just a hair taller and it levels out when you put your load on that. Now keep in mind, I don't care if you're putting in a 1 inch, 2 inch lift or whatever. It may not be exactly 1 or 2. It may end up being more than that. It just depends on the geometrics of the truck. So I know 1 inch don't sound like much and 2 inches don't sound like much, but believe me, it makes it a lot difference of a look on your truck. So this one's already done, this F-150. You can see how this looks. Looks pretty darn good. It's got the 2.5 on the front and 1.5 inches on the back. So now we're going to do this to our Super Duty. Okay, so the first thing we did is put on the emergency brake on this truck for safety first. We also chalked these wheels down here with some wheel chocks. So that way this vehicle is not going anywhere when you jack it up. Okay, so some of the tools you're going to need are this creeper right here, a floor jack. You're going to need a torque wrench here. And if you don't know how to use a torque wrench, check out my videos on how to use a torque wrench. It's on my channel. You're going to need to have a 1/2 inch ratchet and a socket here. And this one is 15/16. And then you're going to order your kits. First of all, you're going to need to have longer U-bolts because U-bolts are not going to be long enough. So we had to order these U-bolts. This is about a $90 purchase. I think it was American Truck. And the U-bolts come with the washers and the nuts. And then you're going to need and these can go up to a 4 inch lift, by the way. And then you're going to need your lift blocks. Now, like I said, we're only doing 1 inch here, but you could do 2, 3, 4 inches, whatever it is that you want to do. Got an impact wrench, and that's what we got for tools and supplies. These were only about $30. I got these are on Amazon, and these are on Amazon too, but these actually come through American Truck, but these were on Amazon. So about $30 for this, $90 for this, or you can buy the whole kit with all this stuff together in one. I started off buying these because I didn't think I was going to need longer U-bolts, but I did. But so that's why I did that. But you can buy the whole kit all in one purchase for about $130. Okay, we're going to start out by cracking the nuts. You're not going to take them all the way off. You're going to leave them on a few threads, but go ahead and crack them at this point. And everything you do here, you're going to do evenly. So we're going to crack them nuts at an even pace. Okay, now you're going to do the same thing on the passenger side of the truck. All right, now we're going to put this jack under our hitch here. And basically we want the axle to stay on the ground while the body gets lifted up. Okay, at this point, we're going to take the nuts off the rest of the way. All right, at this point, you can remove this plate. And then you can remove the top U-bolts. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing on the other side, the driver's side. All right, at this point, you're going to continue to jack the vehicle up a little bit more until you're able to fit that lift block, the new lift block in there. All right, so we had to pull our jack a couple inches to the right because when it goes up, it actually shifts it just a little bit left and right. So we just need to pull our jack handle a little bit towards the passenger side to let the things line back up. All right, so we had to shift the jack just a little bit. And if you was to use a straight piston hydraulic jack, there wouldn't be no difference. But if you could line up that jack where the handle's pointing directly backwards instead of a little bit off to the side, then you wouldn't have to shift it. Okay, now we're installing the blocks and lining up the pins. All right, now we're going to use a smaller jack to lift up the axle to meet up with the spring so everything lines up and goes on straight. We got one side lined up now. We're going to go ahead and put the U-bolts on and just get them installed. All right, and like I said, these U-bolts here are for up to a 4-inch lift kit. So they're a lot longer than what you need, but they will work and we can cut off the excess with the grinder after. Okay, now you're going to reinstall this bracket. It came off of the truck from the start. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put on some washers and some nuts. We're not going to tighten it down yet. We're just going to get everything started until we get the other side lined up. Okay, so it came with one washer and one nut. But since I'm only adding a 1-inch lift kit, not an 1.5 inches, I ran out of threads here. So I'm going to add one more galvanized washer and one lock nut to that to make sure that I don't run out of threads. So there's how this is going to look with the extra washers that we added there. Okay, so we got the driver's side on and we got them snugged up. They're not fully tightened, they're just snugged up. And so now we're going to let the little jack down from that side. All right, now we're going to raise up this jack on the passenger side so we can get the other block in. Okay, so now we got these all snugged up on your passenger side and we're ready for the next step. Okay, at this point we can go ahead and let this little floor jack down because we don't need it anymore. All right, now since these U-bolts were made for up to a 4-inch kit and we're only putting 1-inch spacers in there, we're going to go ahead and cut them off all but 3/4 of an inch or so. That way we can get the torque wrench on there because right now the bolts are a little bit long since we only used the 1-inch spacers. Now if you have a socket that's that long, then you don't need to cut them off. But otherwise you can just use your grinder and cut these off in this certain unique instance. So we're going to hack this thing off now with this grinder. Okay, now we're going to get in there and torque these things down a little bit with this impact wrench. And you want to torque them evenly as you go. Okay, now we got these with the impact wrench type. We're going to end up using the torque wrench, but at this point we're going to swap back to the driver's side. We're going to cut those off with the grinder, and then we're going to snug those up with the impact wrench. Okay, now got those grinded off on the driver's side. We're going to go ahead and use your impact wrench and snug up these nuts on these bolts. Okay, so you want to tighten these on there with this torque wrench to 48 foot-pounds. You're using a cross pattern, so you're going to tighten all 4 U-bolt nut stages using a cross pattern. And stage 1 is get them all to 48 pounds. Now, if you haven't yet seen my video on how to use a torque wrench, I got a video on my channel. Just go check it out. Okay, now we're switching over to the passenger side. And the same thing, we're going to tighten those U-bolts at 4 stages using a cross pattern. Stage 1 is torque wrench to 48 pounds. Okay, now we're going to go to stage 2 for torquing the nuts, and we're going to turn our torque wrench up to 96 foot-pounds and torque all 4 in a cross pattern. Okay, now we're going back to the driver's side. We're going to do stage 2 torque wrench up to 96 foot-pounds. All right, and by the way, we're working on a 2024 F250, and the torque specs for your vehicle might be different. So make sure that you check out what your torque specs should be on your exact vehicle. Okay, now we're going to stage 3 torques. And once again, this is for F250s, F350s, 4-wheel drive. And the next stage 3 torque specs is 148 foot-pounds. Okay, now we're back to the passenger side, and for stage 3 torquing, we're going to torque them to 148 foot-pounds. Okay, in our last stage of torquing, stage 4, we're going to set our torque wrench to 195 foot-pounds and torque them all down in a cross pattern. Okay, for our last step, we go back to the driver's side, stage 4 torquing in a cross pattern to 196 foot-pounds. Okay, we're all torqued down. Now we just got to lower that jack down, get the truck off the jack. So there's our video on our 1 to 4 inch rear suspension lift for this F250. You got about $150, $155 in it all together, with some extra washers and some lock washers in the blocks and the U-bolts. But so for 150 bucks, you can do that yourself. Probably takes about an hour and a half, 2 hours or so if you got all your tools set up. But really, it's not a hard procedure, and you save yourself some money. And be sure to check out the videos on that torque wrench, and check out the video on the 2.5 inch front leveling kit. That's another video we did on that vehicle, and came out nice. So there you have it. That's how you do that. And if you want to subscribe, we're going to have a lot more videos coming out on Super Duty accessories, Super Duty maintenance videos, and all kinds of stuff. In fact, I got other videos up there right now. You can check them out if you want. And then we're going to start into the F-150s as well. So if you like it, please hit the like button. And if you want to subscribe, we'll have a lot more videos coming out. This is Kevin from Naples, Florida.